Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got that started this past Tuesday, April the 8th, that goes to next Tuesday, April the 15th, 2025. Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges and see what we get. Alright, we get some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. You get different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there. If you're a brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome. The great comments and tips are greatly appreciated. Now, if you are wondering why I have a little more score than you, take a look at the top right-hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current Season 20 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%, equaling 25%. And you can claim that by being a Fallout First member, or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Now, I am back from my work trip. It was a good work trip, a lot of hard work. Of course, I'm working, during that entire time, and plus a couple days of travel. I was supposed to get back yesterday, Friday midday, but my town has changed the airport. So we used to have a couple flights coming in and out of my town a couple times a day, but they changed it to one time a day now. So it's pretty rough. So you have to wait till almost like a red-eye flight in order to make way back home here. So I apologize. I hope everyone had a great week. Let's go ahead. We're going to take a score booster drink. I do plan on doing the daily challenges here later today. Let's just go ahead and use a score booster drink here. Of course, a score booster drink gives an extra 25% for 24 hours, which means we can only use one score booster drink at a time. Let's go ahead and do that. So now we're up to 50%. Pretty cool. Now, if you didn't notice your score going up anytime you do use a score booster drink, there's nothing wrong with your game. All you do is you back out. You go back in again, you'll see it pop up, and very similar to the dailies as well. Now, we're not going to do the dailies because where I'm at here, the day's pretty much almost done. In a couple hours, I'll be doing the fresh set of dailies here for Saturday, so I'm not going to bother doing those. We're just going to go ahead and do the weekly challenges here. So we do have a couple here. Complete the event Mothman Equinox 5. Of course, we have Mothman Equinox, the event every hour on top of the hour for 2 weeks, right up to Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025, which is pretty awesome. So we have, for this week, we can complete the event 5 times, which is pretty easy to do. Now, this one here, kill Cultists during the Mothman event 30. That one there is very hard to do. I was reading the comments that someone made, and it is very hard, especially when you have a lot of people. But what I mentioned to that person is if you have a weapon that's explosive, or if you have a weapon that has maybe a 2-shot, as long as one of your bullets land, you don't have to kill them. As long as they land, and you can just kind of spray at the cultists during the event. You can gain up that way there. So just an FYI on that. But one thing good about this as compared to the past is we can actually re-roll this one. It doesn't have a star onto it like this one. So we can actually re-roll this one if we want. So just an FYI. And I think sometimes there's a daily kill rat stags during the Mothman event. This one here is a little bit easier to do. So just an FYI. But it's got to be during the event. It's just not a random rat stag wandering around. It's got to be during the event. All right? At the event. Alright, so let's go ahead here. Of course, we are here in good old Point Pleasant. I'm sure most of us know that by now.
Their vines encircling each pyre before we proceed. Each pyre is attended by a wise one's observer. Only when the vines have been destroyed will the observers instruct you on your next task. Hurry now, children. His patience does not run as deep as his wisdom.
Gotta wait for the cue. There we go. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and take some of these things out here. These totems. Now the cultists, there's some rat stag there. Get the rat stag blood. Make sure you put it in the little trough there. Now we will have about 5 or 6 cultist prophets around, and you can kind of keep an eye out for them. I find they usually like to kind of hang out inside the buildings, like this one here. But you can also kind of check out for them in these buildings, and you'll see maybe a lot of people doing that. If you have a good number of people here, it usually goes pretty decent. Okay, so they got the cultist prophets. Okay, so that's fine. But we'll be seeing the cultists here anyway. Ouch. Right on. Give some blood here. By the time we do that, probably full anyway. Oh, we got one more. What's this over here?
The ritual site has been prepared. The summoning shall
Face first, right in the old pavement there.
of the pyres has been
Nice job.
Go,
Now,
ignite
I
the
preferably try to get
flames
up
as I
on a
release
higher
the
end.
dust
To get up on that building there, you
wise
actually don't need a
ones for the
jetpack or
air.
marsupial. You just get up on that bridge.
Yes.
You just jump on the roof. It's pretty easy to do. And that's what I recommend, like if you're not too sure. You do need a jetpack to get up on this guy though. And if you have a couple grenades, definitely use them. And that will kind of help our cause to gain some traction. You know, a pulse grenade, that's not going to do a whole lot, Jim. And we'll see the cultists kind of come out. And all I recommend is just spray at them. Just kind of go free aim and just spray at them. And as long as one of them lands, you're good. Like, you don't actually have to kill one, wait for him to die, because it'll take you forever to do it that way. It's just my suggestion. And we'll see them kind of popping out over here, unless someone gets over there and kills them all.
You must protect our sacred lights, the pyres, from those wretched fiends. Without the fire's glow,
Make sure we're locked and loaded. That's the most important thing.
The dim ones approach the church. Slay them, children. Offer no quarter.
I do find the this game, the Mothman Equinox can be a little glitchy at times, because you get so many people here on these servers. It just kind of gets all glitched out. Where are these guys at?
Let not your eyes deceive you.
There they are. Just kind of spray at them like that. And as I say, you don't have to kill them yourself. Just kind of shoot a spray at them.
Shadows all serve the will of the false ones.
That dude in there hanging around in there. That person is trying to get all the cultists here.
The foul dim ones are headed toward the waterside fire, children. You must protect it. These unwavering fools attack from all sides. Leave no pyre unguarded. Leave no heretic left standing.
See how you just kind of spray at them? Guy's tail over there. Yeah, we got a minute left. good stuff. See how he got 8? See how it jumped up from 5 to 8? And as I say, you don't have to kill them. As long as one of your bullets land, you're good, right? So if you do the event, I would say maybe, you know, let's call it 6 times, right? Because you gotta do it 5 times anyway for the weekly. You should be good. Grab some stuff there. Right, let's go. Oh, boys, hi! Wow! Oh, the guy's here. Wow.
Do you feel it? The wise one draws near. He awaits our signal. Quickly, children, return to me upon the museum's rooftop. We must invite him to us to show him our love and our gratitude.
Almost fell off there. Oh, there's the guy right there. Nice. Alright, so we completed the event. Nice. Awesome possum. There's people that stand up here. Cultist for player title. That's cool. That's awesome. So of course we won't complete all 5, you know, during this episode, but even if you've been playing just once this week, you get the general gist of it. But just in case if you don't, I do have a video I made, I think last year, and I show you exactly what it is you have to do, because I come to the event a little bit early, and I just kind of show you what you can do. You can check that video out if you so wish. I believe it's time-stamped. Let's take a look here and see what we got. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. I already got that. Okay. Someone can keep that. Alright. Didn't mean to drop those. There we go. There we go, Jimmy boy. Alright, let's take a look and see how we did there for our weeklies. Alright, so again, we completed the event once, and you can see how I have it tracked. And look at that, we got 10 of 30 just from this one event. Alright, so if you use that method, I know it's hard. I forget who it was who had made that. I think it was yesterday they made the comment. And I totally agree. Totally agree. It is really hard to do. But just try to use that method that I mentioned. And, you know, if I could do it, anyone can. You know, I'm just sitting there just shooting at them and just kind of free aiming, just spraying at them. And maybe if you have a weapon that takes like a drum, you know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be a powerful weapon. You don't have to kill them per se, like just you. As long as one of your bullets land on them, you get credit for part of the kill. All right, and it counts. And as you can see here, that pretty much reflects what I had mentioned. All right, so that's what I recommend. So we're going to keep those 2 just like that, and we're going to keep going here. I am going to go to a private server here, just because this server is very, very busy. And that way there we can go around and get what we need. Let me know in the comments too, while we're waiting for this to load in. I believe we had an update this past Tuesday, April the 8th, or I think it was the 7th, actually. Let me know in the comments, for those of you who are trying to become a ghoul. They said that they were going to fix that issue, and let me know in the comments if it actually worked. Yeah, or if there's still issues going on. That'd be great. That'd be great to know, and then other people reading the comments, they don't feel alone. You know what I mean? So yeah, that'd be great if you guys could do that. I just find it odd how, like, I went through those 2 quests, I had 0 issues, but there's so many people that have issues. I don't know if it's platform based or what it is. I just find that stuff so odd. Like, I'm not a computer science guy, like, at all, period. I don't know what it takes to do this stuff, to make these games, but I just find that stuff so odd. Alright. What is going on over there? Looks like he's kicking someone's head in over there. Okay. Let's take a look here, Jimmy boy. Let's let's head to our camp here. Way up here. Alright, there we go. Alright. Let's take a look at this first one here. Scrap junk to produce aluminum 15. So aluminum is a junk item. We can use the bulk and scrap method at a tinker's workbench. Just happen to have one here in our camp. Let's go ahead and go craft. We'll go bulk. Bulk aluminum. So to bulk 1 aluminum, you need 10 aluminum scrap and 2 plastic. You will need to bulk a couple of them. All you do is you bulk them, then you scrap them. This hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. It is the bulk and scrap method. I know it's a lazy way, but it's definitely the way to get it done quick and easy if you're kind of short on time. We do have a camp resource that gives us aluminum scrap. It is this counterfeit bottle cap press, and this one here is fairly new to us here. It just came to us maybe late fall. As you can see, it'll passively collect aluminum scrap and a lead scrap at the same time. So again, a really nice camp resource, because we all need aluminum here in the game to patch up our armor and weapons and craft things. So aluminum is a very valuable resource to have. Cake pans are a good source of aluminum. We can find 3 cake pans here at the Morgantown High School in the home economics class. Right over here in the overseer's home in the kitchen, there's 2 cake pans plus an aluminum can. Here in Helvetia, we have the bluish house right across the street from the yellow house on the main road. If you head upstairs to the kitchen, there's a couple cans there, but I believe there are 3 aluminum cans up there as well. And there are a couple aluminum cans over here in Camden Park, right around the Raider area under the roller coaster. I do have an older video, brought you over here to Quarry X3. I think there were about 5 or 6 blasting cap boxes, a little bit higher level area, but those 5 blasting cap boxes will give you lots of aluminum there. We're actually going to go after cafeteria trays here today. And we're going to go right here to good old Morgantown High School. So let's pop over here. We will have to deal with a couple scorch, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead right inside here. Now, Morgantown itself have a bunch of ghouls on the streets, but the high school inside and outside will have our scorched. And sometimes we pick up so much junk now off these, off of, Scorch, Super Mutants, and Mole Miners, etc. A lot of times the stuff that you pick up, they'll have, you should be able to almost satisfy those scrap junk to produce junk daily, weekly challenges doing it that way. Let's head inside the high school. So you can, that's something you can do too. If you have a little bit extra time, just go around, kill a bunch of enemies, and pick up all the junk just off their bodies. And you can definitely do it that way. So the home economics class here, while we're here, if I can get up here. Now, don't forget, we do have, because we have, look at that aluminum right there, aluminum can. Because we have the Mothman Equinox, we do have the High Priest in town, but you won't find the High Priest inside buildings like this when you go to a black screen. Some buildings it doesn't go to a black screen. We can just kind of go freely in and out. We can find them in them, but they're not real picky with who they hang around with, very similar to the Mole Miners, alright? So just an FYI there. Gotta watch out for them. Right, so there's a cake pan right here. One. There's a cake pan right here on the floor. And I believe there is a third one that's supposed to be... Oh, here. Right there. So there's 3 cake pans right there. And as we can see, 1 cake pan gives us 4 aluminum each. So this is a real hot spot right here. Alright, so the other part we want to go to is the cafeteria. And I believe the cafeteria is down here. Ouch. They have everyone and their dog coming after us now. Oh, kill the Scorch 10 for 10. Right on. So that was probably a daily challenge. I don't have them tracked, but they're going to pop up anyway. So I believe this is the cafeteria here. And we're looking for these TV dinner trays. Let's take a look here. So as you see, TV dinner tray, there's 2 aluminum each, and one of them. Alright. Just kind of go around, look for some of them. I believe we can find anywhere from 10 to 12 here. One right there. Ouch. Huh. Okay. Okay. I think we're good anyway. Look at this. Nice cafeteria tray. I don't know if the cafeteria trays just have plastic, so there's a difference. Cafeteria trays have plastic. We're looking for the TV dinner trays, okay? The ones that are kind of rusty looking, which is odd because it's aluminum. Aluminum. But anyway, I don't make it up here. I don't make it up. All right, so we should have more than enough there. Cans up there, right? So let's head back to our camp, and we're going to scrap this stuff up. And we can scrap this at any workbench. You can go to another player's camp, down at the mall, or at the train stations, wherever. All right, let's scrap this stuff up here. All right, there's an aluminum can that we picked up there. Cafeteria trays, as you can see, there's no aluminum in them. So there's our cake pans there. So there's picked up 4 of those bad boys. So we probably picked up the 4th one off of a body that we had killed. So as I mentioned, if you have a little bit extra time, just go around, kill a bunch of enemies. I recommend Scorched, Super Mutants, or Mole Miners, because you get the most off of them, like junk items like that, and you can do it that way. And then our TV dinner trays, you can see 2 aluminum there. Just give you a couple spots. Now again, if you are short on time, the bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at. Alright, let's take a look at the next one here. Scrap junk to produce silver 10. So silver is a junk item that we cannot use the bulk and scrap method. Okay, so let's go to a Tinker's Workbench just so I can show you that. Alright, so we go down to bulk, we go down to the S section. As you can see, there's no silver there, okay? So we have to go around, try to find some junk items that we can scrap to give us silver. Alright, so just an FYI there. I believe this machine here, this Camp Resource Enclave Data Center, so this will collect junk items that you can scrap to give you electronic parts, okay? And I believe associated with electronic parts is silver. So as you can see, their enhanced targeting card, like there's silver there. All right. So again, it will not only good for, you know, copper, circuitry, we do get some silver items in there as well from this Data Enclave Center. Again, it is in the Atomic Shop rotation, another good camp resource to have. I do have a video out there where we can find silver. Probably hands down one of the best spots is Palace of the Winding Path. I would say there's at least about 10 to 12 silver bowls there. It's a really good spot. Another good source of silver is ghouls. Ghouls will give you gold and silver utensils like forks, knives, spoons. We have ghouls just west of Vault 76, upper lower parking lot. Right over here, Alpine River Cabins. Wandering around the streets of Morgantown, every block and a half, a little patch of 4 to 6 ghouls. Eastern Regional Penitentiary, lower section of Clarksburg, going over to the Clarksburg Shooting Club. Sons of Dane compound. The level 50 DMV building, Charleston Capitol building is a really good spot. Lots of ghouls in there. Down here in Lewisburg, just to name a couple of great spots there for you guys. We're going to go up to the Palace of the Winding Path here today and take a look at those silver bowls. And again, as I mentioned, if you have a little bit more extra time, go kill some Scorched, Super Mutants, ghouls, mole miners. You'll probably be able to satisfy this weekly challenge in no time doing it that way, just by picking up the junk off their bodies. So So we're going to go right to the main building here. This is what I show you in the video that I made maybe 2 years ago. We're going to try to avoid these guys. We're going after the silver bowls, okay? There's a silver bowl right here. Burp. Silver bowl right here. Burp. As you can see there, one silver bowl will give us 2 silver each, right? Pretty awesome. We're going to head right upstairs here. We're going to keep going. Right here. You can see to put our light on here. Look at the cake pan right there. Nice. Yeah, I thought there was a couple cake pans in here as well. I think that's pretty much it for here. A bunch of bottles there. One right here. How many we got there? 5. So we got 10 there, right? So that's pretty awesome. Let's go show you. We're going to head upstairs and we'll show you the other ones up here. I'm going to go right inside this door right here. And again, there'll be the same kind of little tables around. Have the silver bowls on them. One right there. One right there. One right there. So there's a great one right there too. So great spot for silver. Let's go ahead. We're going to go back to our camp and scrap this stuff. Again, you can go to another player's camp, a train station, down at the mall, anywhere where there's a workbench to scrap this stuff. You don't have to go back to the camp. I just do it that way just so I can set myself up to the next challenge. All right, let's go and scrap this stuff here. Oh, I lost my glow there. Lost my glow. Let's scrap her up here. Silver bowls, Jimmy. There we go. Scrap trying to produce silver. 10 for 10. Done. Just like that. Awesome. Let's get some rads on us. What do you guys think? Get some glow back. There we go. Beautiful. That thing's awesome. There we go. All right, Jimmy. Let's see what's next. All right, so let's take a look at this one here. Drink Nuka-Grape 5. Okay, so we talk about the Nuka-Cola Collectrons here a lot in the game. We have a Nuka-Cola Collectron. We have a Nuka-Cola Quantum Collectron. Now, even if you have those two, you don't have to have them out in your camp. Basically, you can have any Collectron that you have available to use. It'll be different for everyone. And right now, even though he's the auto miner, I have him set to collect mainly Nuka-Cola products. He will collect the odd ore or two, all right, but as you can see, he's got 2 gray bottom. That's pretty awesome. So let's grab those 2. And as you can see, he'll collect many different types of Nuka-Cola products while you play the game. All right. Now he's set for Nuka-Cola products, but if we go to our build menu here and go under the resource section, this is the OG one here. So this one here will come up in the Atomic Shop once or twice a year. For 250, 500 atoms, you'll collect Nuka-Cola products and bottles. The other variation of that is this Nuka-Cola Quantum one. We get this one back in Season 11 scoreboard. He goes on sale maybe once or twice a year, but it's usually bundled with other things. And he'll also collect Nuka-Cola products, bottles, purified water, and nuclear waste. But you guys have seen all 10 of my camps, and all 10 of my camps have either or type. Now we can buy this one here using Ghoul Bullion from Samuel down in Foundation. If I can hit the right button here. There we go. From Samuel down in Foundation. As long as you have a cautious reputation with the settlers and 1250 gold bullions, how much it will cost. Now we can find a Nuka-Cola Grape. One natural spawn is up here in Fraternity Row. Right, so let's pop up here. So someone did watch an old video of mine. I noticed just the other day. I don't know if I showed it. It's a very old video when I first started making them. But once when you come here to Fraternity Row, we're going to head up the road here. We're going to go to the Eta Psi house, the one with the blue door. This is the one with the Nuka-Cola bedroom downstairs. Hopefully it doesn't freeze on us this time. Let's go inside. There we go. Nuka-Cola bedroom is just down here. See what we got here today. Okay, this is the grape here today. So I don't usually pick these guys up. So there's 3 things that can happen here. Sometimes they just don't spawn in. The reason why I say that is because every server is going to be different. Whether you picked it up previous to now or not, it may not even spawn in. The second thing is if you collected them all, you'll have to reset your game by picking up 250, 255 items just to kind of get them back. And the third thing is if you're on a server with other people, and that's all you're limited to is public servers, this is a very popular spot, and this is usually cleaned right out. So I would say maybe server hop here, maybe at the very most 3 times, but I wouldn't waste too much time on it because you can buy them at the end of the day, and you can buy them in 2 spots on the same server. The first spot's down here in White Springs, so we're going to use the front door right here, this icon. So let's go ahead down here, go right inside. Alright, so we're going to do a little spiel here. We're going to head up the right, up the stairs, go to the tavern, go to the medical bay, go to the big wide open area where the responders are. We're going to hang it left to the store if Buddy gets out of the way. And here is good old Bubbles here. Let's go ahead and trade. And as you can see, 34 caps. Let's go ahead. Now, you can server hop Bubbles 5 times in a row on different servers, okay? And each time Bubbles will have that Nuka-Cola Grape as well as the other Nuka-Cola products. As long as you have the caps, you can buy them. Okay, you can buy them. Just server hop it 5 times back to back, and you'll get your 5 Nuka-Cola Grape guaranteed. Okay? What I recommend is go into Bubbles and then buy it from the vending machine because their inventories are not tied together. So I just bought it from Bubbles here. Let's go down to the vending machines down here in Nuka World on Tour, which is also a free fast travel. Let's pop down here. So each server you should be able to buy 2 of them, 1 from Bubbles, 1 from the vending machines. So you may only have to server hop maybe 3 times at the very most if you don't have a Nuka-Cola Collectron and you can't find it in Fraternity Row at the blue Etasai house. The vending machines are right down here. And I bought it from Bubbles just to kind of show you how their inventories are not tied together. Here are the vending machines right here. And there you go, 34 caps. And again, just server hop these and just buy them. Just buy them every day. Don't waste any more time. Don't waste any time at the Etasai house. You'll just be wasting time. Just buy them. All right, that's what I recommend. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to drink our Nuka-Cola Grape here. If I can find it. There we go. Drink Nuka-Cola Grape. Oh, the Nuka-Cola 3 for 3. That was the daily challenge. Nuka-Cola Grape is our weekly challenge. Nice. Sweet. All right. Let's see what's next here, Jim. All right, so we're going to do this one and this one down here around the same time. So let's go kill a Lost 12. So we can find Lost only in one area on the map, and that's down here in the Skyline Valley region. Okay. Dark Hollow Manor and around Dark Hollow Manor on the outside, all kinds of Lost. If you come here to the trading post, which is also a free fast travel once when you discover it, if you head to the south going up the hill, there'll be 3 of them. Slumber Mill Motel, so right across the street is a Red Rocket, and there'll be 5 of them down here. Now the main thing with the Lost is they have different titles to them, like Engineer or Dweller or something like that. They will all count. The only Lost that will not count for the daily weekly challenge is, it's called a Feral Lost, okay, because they're actually feral ghouls, okay, so just an FYI. Let's go to the trading post here, and I'll show you those 3. Again, it's a free fast travel once when you discover it. Alright. As I mentioned, we're going to head right south here. I know it's just dark here, the Skyline Valley region is a little annoying. So we're going to head south, as I mentioned, and this should be right over here. As you can see them right over there. And they'll actually come up here to this green zone. believe it or not. Moonwalking, his legs aren't even moving. He's... Huh! Alright, so there's 3 of them right there, and those 3 are always here. Those guys usually stand there by that tree, but they will eventually walk up and actually go to the trading post. It's kind of funny, actually. Alright, let's see what's next here. Let's go... We're going to go to the Slumber Mill Motel, and we're going to go across the street. So let's spawn here. And I think there's usually a feral lost down here, so we'll get at least 4 of them down here. And if you never encountered a lost before, like if you're brand new to the game, these guys are pretty tanky. And it doesn't matter if you're wearing Chinese stealth armor, they know where you're at. They're pretty swift. A deadly blot fly up there. Oh! Oh, that was cool. Did you see that? What was that? Oh! So you see a feral lost, he will not count. Oh, how you doing? Huh! So that feral guy did not count. There should be 1 more over here. Good stuff. See how tanky they are? This is a 2-shot explosive. They definitely take it. Alright, this place is cleared. Let's go up here to the Dark Hollow Manor. We only need 5 more. Don't know how to count, apparently. Alright, so this place can be a little intimidating. There's a lot of them around. There's a Wendigo on the other side, usually. So I usually kind of make my way around here. And it's dark. Military grade duct tape, thank you. It's good to kind of check these little ravine areas too. Sometimes they'll kind of be hiding out down there. I recommend, even if you're a free aimer, just use your VATS to kind of pick them out. And if you want to go free aim, you know, by all means, you know, either way works. These guys are creepy. Creepy with a capital K. Capital C, I know, guys, I know. I'm just making a joke. One more. There's our victim right there. Nice. Finally, he's right. Good times. Alright, let's see what's next here. Let's actually take some aid. There we go. Let's see what we got here. I will save this one for last because we'll definitely have the server hop for that bad boy. Alright, so let's go ahead here. Harvest a wild plant or fungi 30. So crops are included in that, such as corn, razor grain, tato or tato plants, whatever you want to call it, okay? You know, wild vegetables, etc. They're all included. as wild plants. Okay, the forest obviously is probably one of the best spots for harvesting, especially in between the Wayward and down here through Flatwoods itself. Lots of great stuff down through here. Okay, just an FYI. Right up here in Cobbleton Farm, we have Aaron Hold Homestead. We have good old Silva Homestead, Billings Homestead. Right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor under the overbridge, we have that red barn there with some crops down there. Right up behind the General Steakhouse, pretty good spot. There's a bunch of unmarked farms right down through here. Just name a couple of spots, of course. If you have that stuff in your camp, corn or razor grain or potato plants, whatever, by all means, you can harvest those ones as well. Fungi, probably one of the best spots for fungi is right here in Nuka-Grape on tour. We have the Tunnel of Love. You don't have to wait for the event to be going on. There's all kinds of glowing fungi there. Great spot. Anywhere there's a water source, great spot for glowing fungi. Right in between the Wayward again and Flatwoods, bunch of glowing fungi through there. Yeah, the sky is the limit. Let's go to Silva Homestead here. We haven't been here all week, so let's pop into here. Now, anytime you are harvesting vegetables, not so much going to help us for this particular weekly challenge, but if you're a herbivore, we do have this perk card here called Green Thumb Under Perception. You twice as much when harvesting flora. But even if you're a carnivore, it's a card you don't toss out or scrap. It's a card you hang on to. Okay, it's a really good card, especially for saving yourself a little bit of time, right? So again, this is part of the forest. You have lots of great stuff down here. Let's get that guy in here. So a bunch of glowing fungus. Now, if you are new to the game, and if you never played Fallout before, you will come across stuff like this, like especially like brain fungus, glowing fungus, Mothman eggs. You can see it there, but you can't pick it up. There's nothing wrong with your game. That's just the way the game is. Okay, that just shows you where they spawn in. But if you see that happen, there's nothing wrong. Okay, it's just the way the game is. All right. Nice little patch there. That's pretty good. There's some of these soot flowers here. As you can see, we're getting 2 added instead of 1, and that is the green thumb. Again, that doesn't really count. When we pick up 2, we only get credit for 1. Okay, so just an FYI. The only flora that really works well with is brain fungus. When you actually harvest 2, you get credit for 2 for whatever reason. That's just the way it is. As you can see, we have these soot flowers all over Flatwoods area. And Rotterdam, or whatever they're called there, the pinkish ones. I'm sure I butchered that, but you know what I'm talking about. There we go. Our wild planter fungi, 30 for 30, done, just like that. And just by using that card, let's see what we got here. 30 corn, 10 of those, 22 glowing fungus, just from that perk card. Pretty cool, eh? So if you're a herbivore, that perk card is definitely a must-have. Alright, let's see the next one here. Plant a crop in a workshop or camp in Free Camp 25. So you can go ahead and claim any workshop. Any workshop in the map is fine. The one closest to you, your favorite one. Once when you claim it, you can go ahead and plant your crop, but you have to do it in Free Camp, okay? We're just going to go to our camp and do it. So let's go ahead to our camp and do that over here. I believe we do have a little bit of room at this camp for crops. Okay, so let's head over here. Oh, these guys are erratic. Oh, see how they come after you? Ouch. Ouch. Split that guy right apart there, didn't we? It's his sister over there. Right on. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead. Plant a crop in a workshop or camp in Free Camp. Let's go to our build menu. There we go, just like that. And if you take a look at the bottom of the page there, toggle camera. Once we select that, we're going to see something pop up in the top left-hand corner of the screen. that little guy with the camera on the wings, that's how you know you're in free cam mode, okay? So now you can, you know, do your crops there or whatever, okay? Let's go down to the food section. Probably past it. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to plant some crops here. Nothing real special. Now, crops do take up quite a bit of camp budget. So if you take a look at the top right-hand corner, see how the camp budget, watch what happens when I plant this one corn. You can actually see it move, okay? So believe it or not, crops take up a lot of camp budget. And I think it's just one of those things that a lot of people don't think about. And you're thinking, why don't I have enough camp budget? I only have a couple things, but I have all these crops, okay? And I don't think people think about it, but they do take up a lot. So, well, again, if you're looking to kind of free up some camp budget to build stuff or camp resource, whatever, take a look to see if you have any crops that you maybe have built at one time. 'Cause that's probably what's going on there. I don't plan on keeping any of these, but corn and razor grain, I highly recommend people putting in their camp anyway, because just not for weeklies like the one we're doing right now, but corn and razor grain are good for even like crafting, consuming alcoholic beverages, because you can craft fermentable beer with corn and razor grain, just having it in your camp. So definitely the sky's the limit. There we go. Plant a crop in a workshop or camp in free camp, 25 for 25. And that's the most important part, is you have to be in free cam mode. And as you can see my budget in the top right hand corner. I only have a little bit left just by planting those 25 corn. All right, and that's why I usually recommend to people, maybe you planted some crops or they're destroyed, just kind of go around your camp and you know, get rid of them. Just get rid of them. Keep a couple if you want, but if you're looking to build other things in your camp, that's probably what's going on. All right, let's see what's next. Let's see what's next, Jimmy. All right, so we did that one. That one right there. All right, so I think this is the last one here. Yeah, right on. So kill an angler 9. So again, we can find anglers in around the wasteland. Sometimes, not very often, if you claim the Grafton Steel Yard here, sometimes you'll have to defend against anglers, okay? It happens to me quite often in this particular one right here, just an FYI. One of the best spots for anglers is up here in the Gnarled Shallows. There'll be 3 of them there. And if you head up north, probably in around this area right here in the mountains, there's 2 of them that are roaming around up there as well. Sometimes we'll have angler hordes that are kind of running around in the mire, so that's always a pretty good spot there as well. You can always check them out. Alright, so let's go up here to the Gnarled Shallows. Now, this is a very popular spot. I will warn you, we may have to server hop this a couple of times, alright? So, we'll take care of these 3 here. But there's a high chance that we'll probably server hop in this at least maybe 5 or 6 times here, because I've done this before. We had this particular weekly, and every time I came here on public servers, there was somebody already here. Okay, so just an FYI. So these guys here are actually submerged in the water, and they have their little lure out here. And I recommend just kind of get close enough, but make sure you're lock and loaded. As you get closer, he's going to pop up. Just shoot him in the face. Just hit him hard. And one thing that's really good that I find is that the other guys will just kind of keep submerged. Alright? And when you kill your angler, don't forget your asbestos and your adhesive. Okay, those are great things to have. You lock and load again. Now this guy here, close to the tree, for me, he's usually the highest level. He'll be level 100 for me, but... Oh. There we go. We stunned him enough there. Right away, nice. Okay. Maybe get some more glowing fungus here. And the third one will be right over here. And again, just get up kind of close enough where he kind of pops out. You can try to shoot at the lure, but I find sometimes you'll just end up wasting time. There we go. So there's 3 of them there. Now we can head up north this way. We're not going to do that here. We're just going to server hop. We're going to try our luck this way. And again, we'll be going to public server, so we'll see how she goes here. Alright. Hopefully no one's here. I don't see anybody. Alright, I see their little lore sticking out, so that's good. Maybe a lot of people are done their weeklies by now. So maybe we'll have a little bit easier time this time around. Again, you just kind of rinse and repeat kind of deal. Just keep doing that. There goes his face there. Canned dog food. I think I hear someone behind me. There we go. There we go. Nice. Alright, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go ahead. We're going to server hop one more time. And hopefully cross our fingers. That's actually not too bad. Because usually we do this on a Tuesday, and it is busy. Really busy here. First couple of days, but we're the weekend now, so come on, Jim, hit the play button there, buds. Now you're getting back into her there, but, you know, smarten up. Let's go. Oh, I don't see them. I don't see their lures. Oh, there you go. Good stuff. They're being spawned in. Nice. Oh, he's roaming around. That's weird. What's he doing roaming around? Nice. Nice, there we go. Where did he go? Oh, over here. And that's pretty much the gist of it there, guys. It's just like that. Server hop a couple times. You know, get your grape at the same time. Yeah, it's weird how he was moving around. He wasn't over here. But that's a fine. That's fine. Yeah. Alright, let's take it, go back to our camp here. Actually, that's a pretty good time for doing an event like Mothman Equinox. You know, we'll call it 54 minutes here. Pretty awesome. It's gone away. Let's take a look here one last time. Nice, and again, we have all week for the Mothman Equinox 5. That one there should be no problem for us to do. Just kind of be in around the area, even if you're lower level, you know. Cultists, again, this one here is a little harder, as I mentioned. Just, you know, have a weapon. Doesn't have to be the most powerful weapon. You don't have to kill the cultist yourself. As long as one of your bullets land on them, okay, and someone else kills them, you still get part of that credit, okay? And this we had 10 of 30, all right? So just an FYI, again, if I can do it, anyone can. All right, weapon of the day here, Jimmy boy. Not that. Two-shot armor ace suppressed automatic handmade. +1 projectiles, +25% damage. Projectiles explode for +20% weapon damage. -25% action point cost. +20% armor penetration. Two-shot explosive VATS optimized. Powerful automatic receiver, aligned long barrel, standard stock, piercing magazine, reflex sight dot suppressor, armor ace paint. 44 times 2 damage, 556, and right now it is on automatic mode. And very similar to the Fixer with this handmade. If you have enough mods, like I can switch this between single fire and automatic, and that's one thing that's really great about the handmaids and Fixers, that you can do that. Very versatile weapons. You can switch between automatic and single fire as long as you have the mods for it, just by scrapping them. Right, good stuff, Jim. I think you gotta change out that outfit, bud. Just a simple build here, commando build under Perception, Master Commando, Commando, Expert Commando, all maxed out. We have Tank Killer, Concentrated Fire, Arms of Steel, Arms Keeper, Bandolier, Fireproof. I am a Ghoul, so I have Chem Diet here, Suppressor, Tenderizer, Covert Operative, Evasive, White Knight, Adrenaline, these random luck cards which randomly pop in when they're being activated. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. I'm very happy with them. And as you can see, they're all maxed out. Yeah, so there you guys go. We'll be doing the daily challenge for Saturday here in a couple hours, so that should be pretty fun. Happy to be back home. Happy to be sleeping in my own bed. That's for sure. It's nice to get away once in a while, but when you're work when you're away, and then waiting for flights there can really make you tired, that's for sure. So there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you get the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Not Me But Me, Yes Me, That's Me, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confounded Bridge, Ben Durant, John G. Day 59, Picker S, Benny Bunny, Gwen Tritno. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.